We are the dollars and cents.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, today we're doing another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time it comes from my house, and I haven't done a video from this house in quite some time. I'll put it on the screen, the last one I did. But I want to say it was Raghba. And this is going to be a flanker of that fragrance. And man, that was years and years ago. But I remember liking that one. Everyone said that one smelled like 24 Gold by Scent Story. And if I had to guess, fragrances like that probably came first, and then Scent Story came up and just sort of put that sort of style, that oriental amber oud sort of fragrance on the map, and then everyone just sort of jumped in after that, everyone here in the States anyway. But that was a really good fragrance, and so was Raghba. And so I actually found this one at Burlington just the other day for like $16, guys. So if this one is good, and some of the things I read saying it is very good, and says that the performance is stellar, it's also very divided. There's also a bunch of different comments. We'll probably get to that in the update if I can remember to do that. But there was a couple of comments that were sort of offsetting. So it's always interesting to hear somebody praise a fragrance and then someone over here saying it's not very good, right? It's just always interesting, how people's tastes are. But guys, without further ado, we're going to be talking about Raghba's Wood Intense from the house of, is Raghba? It's Lattafa. So this is going to be another Lattafa fragrance, guys. And it's funny because I thought Raghba was the name of the house, but it was actually Lattafa's Raghba Wood Intense. So that's going to be the full name there. I'll go ahead and hold it up for you guys. But give me 1 second. I'll go ahead and take this out of the plastic. All right, guys. So here's the box for Raghba Wood Intense, guys. Nice decorative box here. It's cardboard, nothing too fancy going on with it. But we do have some nice decoration there. Some information on the back. Some inlays there in the cardboard, just some information on the bottom. Hollow inside, didn't come in a box or anything like that, like a harder box on the inside or anything, just the cardboard box. And here is the bottle, guys. Beautiful, gorgeous bottle here from Lattafa, guys. Nice and heavy, thick glass. I mean, probably like 3/4 of an inch down here, if not a complete inch here at the bottom. Very heavy. We do have the side here looks like wood. It looks like, I don't know if you guys can see that on camera or not, but it looks like wood grain there on both sides. And we do have sort of the same thing on the top with the cap, except it's black. Gold atomizer. Kind of does remind me a little bit of a taller version of the 24 Gold bottles, just not painted in gold. It looks almost identical to that bottle, just clear with some other designs on it, guys. But let's get a little bit of information about this fragrance, guys. So Raghba Wood Intense from the house of Lattafa is a men's oriental fragrance released in 2014. Not sure about the nose behind this fragrance. It is an eau de parfum concentration, guys. On the top, we have caramel, licorice, guaiac wood, and cedar. In the mid, we have oud, sugar, sandalwood, and cashmere wood. And in the base, we run things off with incense, vanilla, amber, oak moss, and musk. So what did I hear about this one, guys? I heard this one was very smoky. That was the main thing that a lot of people said. The incense note is very, very strong in this fragrance, guys. But other than that, I mean, a lot of people are saying it's a more masculine version of the original Raghba. And if you guys have tried the original Raghba, it's nice. Almost identical to 24 Gold, if you guys like that one. I can't remember if there was any big differences in those two fragrances, but they're saying that this one sort of has the same dry down, but it starts off a lot more intense, a lot more woody, a lot more smoky with the incense. And again, some people were saying it's way too smoky. Some people were saying it's way too churchy. I think people even said it was like a smokestack, like burning embers. Like, wow, okay, maybe, right? So I'll take all that into account, the good stuff and the bad stuff. And I want to let you guys know if I get any of that, good or bad. That's what I'm here. I'm sort of like the odd man out going, all right, guys, which one of you guys is right? And so that's sort of what my channel is, sort of the cartoon version of me explaining what my channel does. That's sort of what I do. Guys, let's go ahead and take a first impression of this fragrance. I hope it's not going to be too strong because this is going to be my scent of the evening, and it's New Year's Eve, guys. And so you guys know it's like one of the best nights to go out and be social and hang out with your friends and meet new people. So let's hope that I'm not going to be turning any noses off with this one, okay, guys? All right, here we go. Couple sprays here. Let's see what this one's all about. Good, really good sprayer. A lot of juice. Okay, yeah. Starts off like the original Raghba. It's very sweet. It's got the amber. It's got the vanilla. It's got the sandalwood. It's got the sugar. Got the caramel. So I'm getting a lot of sweet notes, a lot of gourmand notes. I'm starting to get that incense or that burning fire smell that people were saying. A lot of people were saying in the comments that do not go heavy on the sprays with this one because like 2 or 3 sprays will do you like all night. I just did 4, guys. So maybe it's gonna pick up, or maybe, who knows? Maybe they thinned out the juice over the years. Somebody the other day said they didn't like, in the comments said that they thought it was weird that I said the word or juice, right? There's really no other way to really describe it quickly unless you say the fragrance inside the bottle. That just takes too long, guys. Juice is faster. If you guys have any other suggestions of to call it something else, please leave it down in the comments, and maybe I'll take your word for it, or I'll take your suggestion. I mean, yeah. I mean, right now, I'm really getting something that reminds me of the original Raghba, but a little bit more masculine, right? A little bit more woody. Almost a little bit like there's like some coffee in this. There's almost something that, not a full coffee note, maybe 3/4 of the way for a full coffee experience you get in a fragrance. I'm just sort of getting that. And it's probably just all these gourmand notes mixing with that sugar. But again, nothing exclusive. And if it was going to be a coffee, I'd say it's like a coffee bean, to where it's more of the natural coffee smell, not so much like the full-on like roasted coffee. But yeah, I mean, not bad. It's not nearly as intense as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I was going in expecting a nuclear bomb, and who knows, maybe it will end up being that way. But just right now, not exactly what I was thinking. I mean, people were saying this is very, very unpleasant when it comes to the smokiness, and as of now, I'm not getting that. It is smoky, I will say, but just slightly. It's like smoky, sugary, woody, and sweet, gourmandy. But yeah, other than that, not too much going on with this fragrance, guys. Gonna try to shorten up these videos as fast as or as much as possible these days going into the new year, unless it's just really, really changing. And right now, it's not changing too much. So honestly, I can't see it changing too much between now and then the update. So I might as well let you know any changes, any major changes anyway, in the update, and save a little time on this first half of the video. But right now, it's pretty linear. It's not really changing too much, but it smells nice, very masculine. Definitely a smokier version of Raghba. Which, if you try that one, it's like 24 gold. Just add more smoke and more wood notes to that one, and you'll get this. As of now, guys. But I'm going to wear the fragrance tonight and over the next couple of days, and give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. All right, guys. Well, I'm back with my update for Raghba's Wood Intense from the house of Lattafa. Guys, what can I say about this fragrance? Well, I really like this fragrance. Wasn't as woody as I thought it was going to be by the name here, Wood Intense, and the fact that it has like the little wood grain patterns on the side and on the cap. I thought it was going to be extremely woody, but it really wasn't that bad, honestly. Bad meaning it didn't take away from the original too much. Now, I did read some reviews on Fragrantica, and man, people were like, some people liked it, but some people were saying this one was very, very smoky. I can't remember exactly what they described it as, but it was they said it's like take a bunch of smoke and incense and then dump some wood on it. They were just describing it. I didn't honestly think it was that smoky, honestly. I thought it had a little bit of smoke in it, but overall, this reminded me a lot of like 24 Gold. And I think I mentioned that in the first half of the video, but yeah, this reminded me of 24 Gold with the amber and the sandalwood and the vanilla. So it's very sweet, warm, spicy, gourmandy. This one had some sugar in it. The oud in this is not like super in your face. It's not very, I could hardly even tell it was there, honestly. I did get some woods, but it wasn't super oudy. I got all the caramel. I mean, this is very, very gourmandy, very sweet. And yeah, it's smoky and woody, but it's not like people were saying on Fragrantica. This stuff was actually pretty pleasant. Now, could my nose just be different than everyone else's, and maybe they're a little more sensitive to those types of notes? Maybe, but honestly, I wasn't offended by this one. I didn't think it was too in your face with the smoke or the incense or whatever is causing it to have that. But yeah, I mean, and there's licorice in this. I didn't really get an over-the-top licorice type of fragrance. But I think all these notes did really well in this composition. And again, if you're a fan of like 24 Gold, but maybe wanted a little bit more, a slight bit of a darker version of it, then you might want to try this one, or a slightly woodier version of it. But it's good, guys. The performance was stellar with this one. The longevity, I got 8 hours, 8+ hours. You could even say It might even last the next day if you wear it at night. Like that, it could be over 8 hours. But that's what happened when I wore this one. I want to say it was New Year's Eve, I think, when I wore this one, and it smelled great. And I got to be honest with you, it was not as strong as I thought it was going to be. I thought this stuff was going to be nuclear. The longevity was there, and I think that the projection was there because I did smell it coming off me all day long. I wore it a couple of times. But it wasn't like super sweet, super in your face. It didn't get super cloying. I really thought it was going to, but it did not, which is probably a good thing, honestly, because I don't think I want to be choking anybody out. This has a really good sprayer on it, so I did put quite a few sprays on, and all I really got, honestly, was a bit of like a cherry type of. I got like a 24 gold, warm, spicy, sweet kind of fragrance. It was really nice. But there was almost like a cherry note that I got from somewhere. I thought maybe there was some tonka bean in this. And I usually get cherry from like tonka bean, or sometimes almond gives that off, and sometimes tobacco. And there's none of those in this. But somehow it gives that off somewhere in the fragrance. But it's actually really nice. But yeah, the performance was really, really good, guys. Again, I didn't think it was beast. I think it might have I think it has really good projection, but I don't think it's going to be beast. Again, we're all different. You guys can let me know in the comments if you think it is. But to me, even though it lasted and even though I could smell it, it was not offensive, and it was almost light for being a strong fragrance, if that makes any sense, guys. Again, kind of hard to explain, guys. Occasions for this fragrance, guys, if you guys haven't guessed already, it's going to be evening events. This is like a date night fragrance. This is a very sexy fragrance, guys. I think this is it's men's. Some people could say it could be unisex. I'll leave that up to you guys. It says men's on Fragrantica, and I will agree with that because I want to say 24 Gold was men's as well. But occasions, evening events, date night, very sexy fragrance. The sweetness. Again, it's gonna boil down to who your audience is, right? If people don't like that smoke note, that might be the only thing. I didn't even mind it, but I'm saying if someone else gets it more than I do, then they might not like that. Seasons for this fragrance, guys, if you haven't guessed already, it's going to be cold. I wore this on New Year's Eve. It was like 40 degrees, if not a little bit lower, maybe high 30s. Super cold outside, but it was perfect. Very sweet, very cozy fragrance, guys. But yeah, was it fall, winter, early spring? Cool, cold weather's going to be perfect for this one. Ages for this fragrance. Even though it's super cheap, I think you can get this for around 20, maybe less, but 20, 25 bucks a bottle, I think. Maybe under 20, we'll see. I think this would be safe for, we'll just say, I'll say 25 and up. Even though I didn't mind, I mean, I'm 44 now, guys, so maybe it's obviously not going to offend me. But I think this is not offensive enough or daring enough or anything enough to really offend somebody. I'm not going to say 20 just yet, but I'll say 25 and up can pull this one off. I think that they'll appreciate the complexity of it, even though it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty safe in my opinion, minus that smoke note that some people were complaining about, but I don't think it's that big. Again, overall, guys, I do like this fragrance, guys. I'm very late to the party. I mean, it came out in 2014. I tried Raghba years ago. I tried 24 Gold years ago, and I just now saw this one. I heard about it before. I just never had an opportunity to get my hands on a bottle, and just so many others out there that came before this one to try. But I'm glad I did. I do like this one. It has a really nice bottle. It has a really good sprayer on it. It lasts a long time. It smells really good. Again, it's really going to come down to what you guys think. It's so cheap. If you like fragrances like 24 Gold, or I think, what was it, the one I mentioned, maybe the first half, not Amber Oud, something, but from the House of Arabian Oud, Kalamat, that's what I was thinking of. Kalamat and Kalamat Block and those types of fragrances. Like I said, 24 Gold. Then you're going to like this one. Is this redundant? It smells basically like 24 Gold with some added wood notes and some added smoke. So if you think, if you didn't already like 24 Gold, and you're probably not going to like this one. But if you want a 24 Gold type of fragrance or Kalamat type of fragrance with a little bit of a woody twist on it, with a little bit of smoke, then you're going to want to try this one. It's a lot spicier. It's a lot woodier. But I think it's a good fragrance, guys, and I think it's a cheap, good fragrance. I think it's one you should, if you see it at Burlington where I got this one, I think you should pick it up, guys. Again, Burlington's been really stepping up lately. Again, they've come out of nowhere and they've overtaken TJ Maxx and Marshalls for my cheap finds right now. So I've been having fun trying these fragrances, guys. But yeah, so if you guys see this one, you might think about picking this one up, or I'll put a link here on the screen so you guys can pick up a bottle for cheap. I'm sure it does help out the channel a little bit. But guys, what are your thoughts on Raghba's Wood Intense? Am I crazy? Do you think this one's too smoky? Do you think it's super in your face like some of the people on Forgranica said? Or do you think it's safe? Do you think it's not as bad as people are making out on Forgranica, guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comments about this fragrance down below, guys. Love to hear what you guys are thinking about this one, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching on the video on my channel. If you like this video, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications for future First Impressions videos and First City content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find First City photos and future contest winners. And as always, until the next video, you guys take care. Thanks.